Yo, 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 what's going on? It's the Quazemoto Show coming at you. D, are you there?
Yeah, what's up, Q?
Oh, man, chilling. Fucking snow, man. Snow everywhere. I hate it.
Well, you don't have to worry about it too much, man. It's almost over. 2 more weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be 60 degrees by the weekend. But, yeah, every time it snows, man, it just puts me in a foul mood. I don't like it.
I hate it.
Yeah, man.
I hate it.
I like the beaches. 90 degrees and the beaches.
Yeah, and the bikinis and the women and the pina coladas and the margaritas,
Yeah, man. Not no fucking shoveling snow and shit, man. Freezing your balls off and whatnot, man.
Yeah, man, you're right. Freezing my balls off, literally.
Yeah, man. So what have you been up to, man? How's life in the city?
Well, New York is New York. Wake up every day, there's a crime. Somebody's robbing somebody. Somebody's, disrespecting somebody, and you could be getting robbed in New York. Somebody could just be kicking your ass in the middle of the street, taking all your money and your wallet, stomping you to your head to the floor, and everybody just passed by you.
Yeah, New York's rough, man.
They're animals. They're animals, man. They're animals.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
People pissing on the floor and they just don't care. What's that one line from the Sugar Hill Gang, man?
Yeah.
Don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. Right?
Yeah.
That's the attitude in New York, man.
Try not to lose my edge, man.
People pissing in the streets and they just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible, man. But, that's just how it is, man. But we'll see what happens.
Man, it's not we'll see what happens. It's gonna get worse, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking Trump, man. He's giving all the money to his rich friends, man.
Oh my God.
With Obamacare gone, they're not gonna replace it. They're just taking it away. And by taking it away, they're giving the money back to the pharmaceutical companies, back to the rich 1%ers, big tax breaks, big tax relief, only for the upper rich class. No tax relief for us. If anything, we're going to have to pay more for insurance, you and I, or the ones that can afford it. You know who really gets the butt end of the repealing of Obamacare? The senior citizens. They're going to have to pay double, nearly triple for their coverage now.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, D. Wasn't it back when Donald was running for president? He goes, I'm going to fight for the common man. I'm going to clean up Wall Street. I'm going to clean up, Capitol Hill. I'm going to work for you, He hasn't done shit for the common man.
Well, that's coming from a lying, narcissistic, egotistic, Donald Trump is the worst thing that ever could have happened to America.
He said whatever had to be said to get elected. Now that he's elected, big middle finger to the middle and lower class. That's what he's doing. Fuck you. That's what he's saying. And the top Republicans, they know this. They're right along with it. Hey, we got a Republican president. He's going to get our laws pushed. We're all going to make money. Fuck America. Fuck the middle class. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. That's exactly what they're saying, man. I mean, all this money that he's talking about, all this new Trump, I call it a Paul Ryan health care. I think that it looks obvious that all this money is just going to go back into the insurance company's pockets.
Yeah, and then tax breaks for the rich.
And tax breaks for the freaking rich.
You know, with the repeal of Obamacare, all that money that gets loosened up, you know who gets it? The rich. It goes right in their pockets.
Yeah, they get a tax write-off.
Yeah.
They get a tax break.
Yeah, and we're not talking like me and you. It could be, maybe a couple hundred, maybe 1,000. We're talking millions for these guys.
Millions.
Millions. You know? And that's sad, man. They just take advantage of the poor, the weak, the uneducated and whatnot. Trump said it during the elections. He goes, I love the uneducated voter. You know?
Yeah.
That's my meal ticket.
Yeah. And they're going to be the main ones without insurance.
Man, people better wake up, man. We're getting fucked in the ass and we don't even know it.
No, it's too late. It's too late. Now they found out. Now the FBI has just come out with their report with the looking into the wiretapping, and now they found out there's nothing there.
Yeah, I mean, no. He made a false accusation, is what he did. He made an accusation that Obama wiretapped Trump Towers right before the elections, but there's no substantiated proof. And now, the investigation committee on Capitol Hill, they're telling the FBI, go find proof. They're telling Trump, we want proof. Because you can't go around as president of the United States making false accusations like that. He looks like a fucking idiot, and he's going to be held accountable for it. That's the more important thing. The Democrats, they might be on the losing end of the war right now, but they're picking their battles. They're going to hold Trump accountable for every single little shit he does.
Well, his buddy, his little lover, I say again, his little gay lover. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against people that are gay. I have nothing. Don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. Oh no, please. Well, some of my best friends are gay.
Hey, we joke and we kid.
But Jeff Sessions said there's nothing there. His buddy.
Dude, Trump, he gets on Twitter at 5 in the morning when he's doing his bowel movements and spews whatever the first thought that comes to your mind. Dude, when you're taking a shit at 5 in the morning, your head's not clear, man. Do you really want to be on Twitter? I mean, come on. When you're on the toilet, man, the last thing you want to do is like, man, you know what? Let me put this. Let me just, let me just say Obama. He wiretapped my building. You can't do that. You know? He's a narcissistic megalomaniac who thinks he can get away with anything. That's just not the case, man. Look, he got very empowered when he won the election with the Russian back, and he's like, holy shit, look what I did. Right? If that happened to you or me, our heads would blow up too. I'm the head nigger in charge now. Look what I can do.
Yeah.
You know? And that power trip went to his head. He's like, I can get away with anything.
Well, the guy thought he could get away. He thought he could get away. Now, this is what really burns me up. He sits there, I'm getting an audit done on me for my taxes. I can't let you guys know what's going on. Dude, you could still let your taxes out even though you're being audited.
Well, his taxes got leaked, and tonight there's going to be more leaks. People, investigative journalists, they got a hold of his tax returns.
Well, that's the flip side. I don't even think it was leaked. I think the White House put it out there for a distraction from his humiliation with the Russians and his humiliation with the freaking wiretap.
Yeah.
It's just
and look, I don't believe he paid $58 or $38 million in taxes. When he himself, during the presidential debate, says, why would I pay taxes? That's stupid. It's not smart.
Yeah, I'm smart.
No? I don't. Yeah, it could have been a leak. Yeah, it could. One of the. They probably came up with this great idea. Hey, let's just release false taxes. That'll get them in trouble.
Yeah, let's distract America like we know how we do.
Yeah, dude's an idiot, man. I cannot believe America, the greatest country in the world, elected a knucklehead like Trump. You got what you wish for, people. Now you're going to reap what you sow.
That's right. Yeah. You got to pay for it now.
Yeah.
All the poor people.
And these middle class Republicans, these poor class Republicans, they're in shock now. Why they're taking away my insurance? Why? You elected this knucklehead. Ask him.
Well, Quaz, that's kind of similar to what happened to Martin Luther King. When Martin Luther King was locked up during the civil rights, he told poor people, poor white people, poor races, Ku Klux Klan white people, like, hey, what is the government doing for you?
Yeah.
You're in the same situation I'm in. You're displaced. You're forgotten about.
Mm-hmm.
You're lied to. What are they doing for you? You might as well join my cause.
They're just, busting you in the ass and taking you for every penny you got.
Exactly.
Dude, the government and the top tier rich upper class, they could care less about what happens to the bottom half of America. But you know what? A friend of mine posed an interesting question, D, and I'm going to propose it to you. If you say like you were Goldman Sachs, say you were Koch brothers, and you were sitting on billions, would you do anything to say, hey, that's not fair. I'm not paying my share of taxes. I need to pay my share of taxes. Oh no, I don't need this tax break. I don't need $100 million coming into me. What would you do if that was the flip side? If you were one of the Koch brothers, or you were Goldman Sachs, or you were in the rich 1%, and you were getting this boatload of money just thrown at you.
I would be a philanthropist.
These people, they do donate, but they're all tax write-offs. They get the money back. Bill Gates might be one of the few exceptions.
I would do the opposite. I would donate money. They would have to call me Robin Hood.
It's just an interesting question,
Just because you're rich. Just like Bill Gates. Just like Bill Gates, man. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you have to act like you're rich.
There's a difference between becoming rich and being born rich. Big difference.
Okay.
Bill Gates was never rich to begin with. He got rich. He knows what it's like to struggle. That's why he donates a lot of his money. But for these 1%ers, they were born rich. Generations back. Deep. They don't like to give up their money. And if they don't have to, via taxes or whatnot, they're not. They'll be like, I'm keeping my money and ain't shit you can do about it. If I can find ways to keep more money with me, I'm going to do it. And the surprising thing is, D, if you and I were in that position, I think we'd have the same attitude. I'm just being honest.
I can attest to that, and I can definitely 100%, 99.9 disagree.
I don't know, man. Until you're in those shoes, it's easy to say that.
Well, that means I don't want to be rich.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't want to be rich. Dude, give me $1 million, give me $5 million. I'm happy. I don't need a boatload of money. I don't need $1 billion. Give me $1 million, give me 10 million. I'm good. I can live comfortable. I don't need to be super rich. And you know what? A lot of the middle classes, they are reaching the $1 million household income status. That's just America and inflation in general. But that's neither here or there.
I know there are good people out here, Quaz. And I hear what you're saying, but I don't believe that every man that has old money like that acts like that.
I don't know, man. I've read interviews. I've watched documentaries on these people. They're just plain greedy. The Rothschilds, the Cooks, they're just plain greedy. The Bushes, money and power. They just want more and more and more, and they don't care whose neck you're going to step on to get it. Oh, this is a homework assignment? I'm not good at homework.
I'm going to give you a list of philanthropists with old money.
Old money. Now we're talking about old money, starting from the 1900s. That's when the industrial age began, and the rich 1%ers started establishing themselves.
Let me give you one right now.
All right.
The Dukes.
They haven't given you your money, man. What the fuck?
They haven't.
Yeah.
They have not given me my money. They have not. I say again, they have not given me my money, but you know what? I've looked at their record, and there have been some things that I don't agree with that they have done.
Dude, they have a private university that rakes in millions every year. So they can donate $1 million here, $1 million there to charity and good causes. That doesn't even dent their bank account.
That's true. It's so true.
And if they're donating, it's a tax write-off. You get all of it, if not most of it, back in returns. There's a reason everyone donates. Celebrities, athletes, millionaires, they all donate because they know it's a write-off. You write it off,
True.
and you'll get it back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You know, it turns into a disease, man. It looks like it's a disease once you get money, man. Once you're getting money, it looks like it's just.
You want more. You want more.
Yeah.
That's the disease. You want more. It's addictive, just like heroin. Money is a very rich addiction. You know, once you get that 1 million, you want 2 million. Once you get 2 million, you want 20 million. You just want more and more and more, and you hold on to it. You know, like a crack rock. You know, you don't want to give it up. You don't want anyone taking it from you. It's addiction.
It's crack. It's definitely crack. Yeah. Yeah. So sad. So sad.
It is. And Trump's part of the group, man. He's just one of the boys from the club that got elected president. And he's not clearing out any swamp. He's making it dirtier and murkier with all these people he's appointing to his cabinet and shit.
Yeah.
He's pissing in the Potomac right now.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. Fucking idiot, man.
Yeah, he's definitely put a lot more snakes and alligators, scorpions.
Hey, be careful when you use your microwave next time, D. Because according to Kellyanne Conway, your microwave can record what you're saying and doing. So be careful.
Callaway is an idiot.
She's a troll. Yeah, she's a freaking idiot, man.
She's a trailer. I call her a trailer.
She's like, yes, microwaves can record what you're saying and doing. You stupid bitch. Are you for real? And these reporters, they just look at her. They're like they're thinking that. Like, are you serious? Your microwave can record you. Oh yeah, that's right. All the microwaves come with a espionage button on them.
Yeah. She claims that she's nose things and.
Yeah. Dude, can you believe it? This Kellyanne Conway has access to our nation's deepest and darkest secrets. Classified information. Would you trust her with a clearance? If I was the government and I had to issue a clearance to Kellyanne Conway, I would think twice. Like, you know what? I don't really trust you with this information. You get a clearance on a need-to-know basis, you know? But I'm pretty sure she has a TS clearance, and she can go to the State Department, she can go to Capitol Hill, she can go to the Pentagon, and says, I need to find out information about this. That's highly classified. But she'll have access to it. That's dangerous, man.
Listen, dude, I don't even trust Donald Trump with that information.
The generals don't trust him with the launch codes, man. They keep it away from him.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like,
what in
he
North
might wake
Korea?
up one morning.
What
He
in?
might wake up one morning and be like, hey.
Yeah, no. He woke. Kim Jong Un said something about him the previous night. He wakes up for his 5 a.m. bowel movements. That fucking Kim Jong Un. Let me launch a missile on his ass. That's how unsteady that dude is, man.
Yeah. He's just as bad as the North Korean leader.
Those fucking Chinamen. Let me bomb China.
Yeah. Yeah. Both of them, man. Both of them.
No rhyme or reason, man. One day it could realistically happen. Trump's like, yeah, I bombed China because I felt like it. They were getting on my nerve. You know, they wouldn't answer my phone calls.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand what they were saying. You know.
Tapping my phone.
I don't want my cell phone to be made in China anymore. Everything's made in China. One way I'm going to get jobs back to America is I'm going to nuke China. Then we'll have jobs in America because everything will be made in America now.
Quaz, I'll tell you, man, this country has never been in so much chaos.
Dude, I'm scared for this country, man. I'm scared for myself. I'm scared for this country, man. The path we're headed down is not a good path, man. Anyways, man, let's move it right along. Let's go move on to a more chipper, happier subject. You got your picks filled?
Yeah, I got my bracket.
All right. You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Well, I'll answer where you're at, and I'll give you my pick.
All right, let's start with the East bracket. All right. The first game, Nova versus the play-in. We already know Nova's going to win that. I picked Nova.
Okay. Yeah, we got that. We got that one.
Wisconsin, Virginia Tech. At first I picked Virginia Tech because I'm a homer, but then I'm like, you know what? They're not that good this year. So I picked Wisconsin.
I got Wisconsin.
All right. Then you got Virginia versus UNC Wilmington. That's an easy one. UVA got that one.
Well, you know what? It's not as easy as you think.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not as easy. You know, Virginia, they don't score a lot of points.
And you're a Carolina guy, man. That's why you picked UNC Wilmington. That's all.
But I agree with you.
You picked UVA?
I got UVA.
All right. Then I picked my Florida Gators to beat East Tennessee State.
I got Florida.
A lot of people are calling this an upset. Just because Florida, they lost like 3 of their last 4. Their big man, he got injured and whatnot. So they're calling, a lot of people is like upset special right here. But I'm going to stick with my Gators. They're going to pull it out.
Yeah, I got you on that one.
All right. Then I got SMU, which is very strong. And I picked USC in the play-in. USC over Providence. So I got SMU beating USC.
Well, I thought, it looks like that's going to be the bout. Hey, listen.
SMU's strong, man. They could be the dark horse in this tourney.
Well, I tell you what. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with you.
All right, you got SMU?
Yeah, I got SMU.
My man. This next one, I was kind of teetering, Baylor versus New Mexico State, because Baylor's not that good. They play sloppy ball from whistle to whistle, but I'm still picking Baylor over New Mexico State. However, I got them losing to SMU in the second round.
I've got Baylor because Baylor has been in the top 10 all year.
Yeah, but they're not consistent. That's the thing. They'll win the first round, but they won't go any further than that.
No further.
All right. Then I got South Carolina and Marquette. This is an upset for me. I'm picking Marquette.
I'm going with South Carolina.
All right. Then you got Duke versus Troy. That's a pick. That's an easy one. I got Duke.
Okay, I'll go with Duke.
All right. Then in the second round, you got your South Carolina Gamecocks versus the Duke Blue Devils. Who do you got advancing?
I've got Duke.
All right, I got Duke beating Marquette. Then you got SMU versus Baylor. I got SMU beating Baylor.
I got SMU beating Baylor.
All right. Then you got UVA versus Florida. I'm gonna go with the upset. Well, it's not really an upset because Florida's number 4 and Virginia's number 5. I got the Gators beating the Cavaliers.
I've got the Gators beating the Cavaliers.
All right. Then you got Nova versus Wisconsin, Villanova. I got Villanova beating Wisconsin.
I got Nova.
All right. Then you got Nova and the Gators. I don't have that much faith in my Gators to beat Nova, number 1 seed. So I got Nova beating the Gators.
I got Nova beating the Gators.
Then you got SMU versus Duke. Who do you got?
I got Duke.
I got Duke too. Then you got Duke and Nova to go to the Final Four.
I got Duke.
I got Duke too. You gotta go with the Blue Devils, man.
He's going all the way with them.
I don't know about all the way. I'm gonna leave that as a surprise. All right, I got Duke in the Final Four though. All right, heading down to the West bracket, San Jose, California. Gonzaga versus South Dakota State. I got Gonzaga.
I got Gonzaga.
Northwestern versus Vandy. Who you got?
I've got Vandy because Northwestern shouldn't even be there.
You think? 23-11, man. They were pretty good.
They've never been in the NCAA.
Yeah, it's like they only had like maybe 4 appearances altogether in the tournament. Yeah. But I picked Northwestern. You know, I picked them. Then you got Notre Dame versus Princeton. This is my upset special. I got Princeton.
I got Notre Dame.
All right. West Virginia versus Bucknell. Who you got?
I'm definitely going to go with Bucknell.
Yeah, Bucknell. Don't tell me you got Bucknell, man.
Man, I got West Virginia all the way on that one.
Yeah, I got West Virginia too. Go Mountaineers. Then you got Maryland versus Xavier. People are calling this an upset pick, but I'm going to stick with my hometown Terrapins.
I don't trust Maryland. I'm going with Xavier.
Ooh, okay. A lot of people are going with that pick. A lot of people are calling Xavier the upset. Then you got Florida State versus Florida Gulf Coast. I got FSU.
Oh, of course.
Even though I hate the Seminoles, there are rivals against the Gators. You know, they're not going to lose to Gulf Coast.
Yeah, I'm going with them.
All right, who you got in VCU and St. Mary's?
I'm going to go with Virginia on that one.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I was thinking about this a lot because St. Mary ain't no pushover. But
St. Mary's got a few injuries, so I'm going to go with VCU since VCU's kind of.
I got VCU too. You know, it was a tough one. I was teetering back and forth. Should I not? But I decided to go with VCU. Then you got Arizona, North Dakota.
Arizona and North Dakota. That goes without even. Go to the next one.
All right, second round. I got Gonzaga and Northwestern. You got Gonzaga and Vandy. Who do you got?
I got Gonzaga.
All right, I got Gonzaga too. Then I got Princeton versus West Virginia. I got West Virginia beating Princeton. Who you got?
I got an upset, Princeton.
Wait, who'd you pick for Notre Dame Princeton? Did you pick Notre Dame?
I picked Notre Dame.
You picked Notre Dame, but do you got Notre Dame beating West Virginia?
I'm sorry. I backed that up. Pump your brakes. I got Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. So you got Notre Dame beating West Virginia.
Beating West Virginia.
All right. That'd be a little bit of mild upset. Very mild upset.
Very mild.
Then you got Xavier, your Xaviers versus FSU. Who you got?
I'm going to take Xavier.
All right. I got Maryland beating FSU. And then we got Arizona versus Virginia Commonwealth. I got Arizona. Who you got?
Okay, I'll take Arizona.
All right. We agree on that. Then the third round, I got Gonzaga beating West Virginia to advance. Who do you got?
Gonzaga.
All right, we agree on that. Then in the third round, I got Maryland beating Arizona in an upset. And then who you got in the third round?
I got Arizona.
Arizona beating FSU?
Yes, of course.
All right. Then my final in the West bracket is Gonzaga and Maryland. Gonzaga beating Maryland to get the Final Four. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go.
You would have Arizona, right? Gonzaga versus Arizona. Who do you got? Who you got in the final in the East, in the West? Gonzaga versus who?
I got Gonzaga.
Yeah, but who are they beating?
They're beating. Who was my pick to meet them?
I think you said Arizona. Arizona beating FSU.
I got Arizona.
You got Arizona beating Gonzaga?
Exactly.
So you got Arizona in the Final Four.
Yes, I do.
All right. And you know, even though both of us said this last week that we don't trust Gonzaga, we have them going at least 3 deep each. I got them in the Final Four.
I got them in the Elite Eight.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the South. Dirty South. Memphis, Tennessee. North Carolina, #1 seed, versus Texas Southern.
I got Carolina.
We don't even have to talk about that. Move on.
Got Carolina.
Then you got Arkansas versus Seton Hall. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go Seton Hall on that one, quick Q.
Me too. I just like Seton Hall a little bit better than Arkansas here.
Yeah.
Then Minnesota, Middle Tennessee State. I got Minnesota.
I'm gonna take an upset on that one.
Okay, D calling the upset. Got Middle Tennessee. Butler and Winthrop. I got Butler.
I'm taking Butler.
All right, that's an easy one. Cincinnati versus the play-in, Kansas State or Wake Forest. Who do you
I'm
got?
gonna take Kansas State.
Kansas State, okay, surprising. I got Cincinnati. I like Bob Hoskins. I like his team. They always play tough.
Okay.
UCLA, that's the easy one. I got UCLA, and I'm a little bit of a preview. I got UCLA going deep.
I got them deep.
Mm-hmm. Wichita State versus Dayton. I picked the upset. Wichita State.
I'm gonna take Wichita State.
All right, and the last one should be a gimme. Kentucky versus Northern Kentucky. I got Kentucky.
I got Kentucky.
Okay, now it gets juicy. Second round, we both got UCLA and Kentucky. Who do you got?
I got UCLA over Kentucky.
Me too. I think we skipped a little bit, but that's okay. Because we have did you have Wichita State winning?
Yes, I did.
All right, so then obviously you had Kentucky beating Wichita State.
Yeah, of course.
And UCLA beating Cincinnati.
Of course.
And then you got Kentucky beating UCLA beating Kentucky.
Kentucky.
You and I agree on that one. UCLA advancing to the Elite Eight. All right, UNC versus Seton Hall. I got UNC.
Yes, I got UNC.
All right. Minnesota and Butler. I call the upset, or not an upset. I got Butler beating Minnesota.
I got Butler.
All right. Then you got UNC and Butler. I got UNC beating Butler.
I got UNC.
All right. Then that sets up the elite or the championship in the South. UNC UCLA. Who you got?
I'm taking drum roll UCLA.
I knew it, man, because you don't like those Tar Heels. I got UCLA too.
Okay.
It'd be fun to put UNC in the Final Four, maybe having a Duke UNC championship game, but UCLA strong, and that baller that they got with the last name Ball, he can play. he might be the MVP of the tournament if UCLA makes a deep run, as we predict.
You know, every sports reporter, every analyst has picked UNC to make it to the championship.
I don't see it. All right, Midwest. #1 seed Kansas against the play-in. Doesn't even matter. I got Kansas.
I'm taking Kansas.
Miami, Michigan State. I got the Hurricanes winning.
Oh my God! I'm taking Michigan State.
You just don't like the Hurricanes.
I like the coach. I like the Michigan State's coach.
Okay. Oh man, that Izzo.
Yeah, man.
He's
a legend.
He's still doing that.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Iowa State, Nevada. I got Iowa State.
I'm taking Iowa State.
All right. Purdue, Vermont. I got Purdue.
Taking Purdue.
Creighton, Rhode Island. This is the upset. I got Rhode Island.
I'm taking Creighton.
All right. Oregon, Iona. I got Oregon.
I got Oregon. They are the winners.
Michigan, Oklahoma State. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Michigan because of the traumatic post-traumatic syndrome that they're suffering from.
From that airplane landing. Yeah, I got Michigan going deep. I think they're the dark horse of this tourney, and I got them going deep.
Yeah, they're playing on total emotion.
Louisville, Jacksonville State. I got Louisville.
I'm taking Louisville.
All right, second round, Michigan, Louisville. I got the upset here. I'm going with Michigan.
I'm going with Louisville.
All right.
No, I take that back. I forgot. I'm going with Michigan. Like I said, post-traumatic syndrome.
Dude, we almost died. So let's make every minute count from now on.
Yeah, man.
In the second round, I got Rhode Island versus Oregon. I got Rhode Island beating Oregon.
Oh man,
And
I got Oregon, man.
You got Creighton against Oregon. Who do you got winning that? You got Oregon?
I got Oregon. Oregon.
All right. So the third round would be Michigan, Oregon. Who you got winning that one?
I'm gonna take the PST.
Okay. We're going with the Gimps in the brain. Gimps in the brain.
Yeah.
I got Michigan beating Rhode Island. Rhode Island's Cinderella season will come to an end against
It'll come
Michigan.
to an end.
Then I got Iowa State versus Purdue. I got Purdue beating Iowa State.
I got that.
Then I got KU beating Miami. You
I
got
KU.
Michigan State.
KU.
All right, KU beating Michigan State for D. Then I got KU beating Purdue.
I got KU.
All right. Then in the Elite Eight, KU versus Michigan. Who you got?
Man, my upset. Michigan.
Yeah, buddy. I got Michigan too. Dude, we got almost we got almost exact Final Four except for one. I got Duke, Gonzaga, Michigan, UCLA. You got Duke and Arizona.
Yeah.
And
I got
Michigan,
Duke over Arizona.
And then Michigan, UCLA.
I got UCLA finally.
Yeah. I got Gonzaga beating Duke and UCLA beating Michigan. So my championship is going to be Gonzaga versus UCLA. West Coast, baby. Then I got
my championship is Duke.
You got Duke, UCLA then.
UCLA.
Who you got as a champion?
I got my champion, and
you got the Blue Devils, don't you?
For the sixth time.
Oh, you're a homer, dude. You're a homer.
For the sixth time.
Even the Duke family hasn't even paid you the money they owe you, man.
Listen, they just won the ACC. They're going to win the national championship because they were disrespected by being put number 2 in the North under Villanova. Total disrespect.
I got Gonzaga winning it all. Even though, they always let me down. Gonzaga's probably going to lose in the second or third round. And my turn is done.
Second round. They're going in the second round.
Probably. They lose to Northwestern, They always do that every year.
Yeah,
so if they lose in the second round, my bracket's toast. Done.
Yeah.
Might as well throw it away. All right. What we're going to do next week, D, is we're going to do second round tourney picks. All right?
If you're not embarrassed enough.
Yeah, we're gonna redo the picks. Whatever the results were, we pick from there.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
All right. Okay. Hopefully, my Final Fours will still be alive.
Okay.
But usually by the first weekend, I'm crumpling up my picks and throwing it in the trash because I did horrible.
Well, next week, it's gonna be just don't be surprised. There's gonna be some surprises.
Yeah, there always are. They always are, man.
Yeah.
You can't go by predictions and what Vegas says and whatnot. You can't.
Yeah.
Life is too unpredictable like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right, D. I gotta wrap it up. I gotta get home to the fam. I'll catch you next week. Same time, same bat channel. This is the Quazemoto Show from my boy D. This is Q. Okay. Oh, email us. QuazemotoShow@gmail.com. I always keep forgetting emails.
Don't forget that. You can't forget that,
I
Quaz.
try not to, man. But like, we got so much shit to talk about, and we always forget emails. Anyways, all right, D. Next time. Peace.
Hey, all the way from New York, baby.
Live from New York. D is live from New York. You
See you
ready, guys?
next week, baby.
Yeah, man. Of course. Peace.
Yeah.